Hello friends, how we doing? In today's video we are going to be doing a full face of makeup I purchased during the sale. I hope my top doesn't bother you. I hope it doesn't make noise because it is making noise. Anyways, I have my coffee here in case we get to a long video. So starting off with skin prep, I did not purchase a new primer or a new foundation, so I am going to prime my face with Glowish from Huda Beauty, which is a very nice primer. I like this primer quite a bit, so much that I did not feel the need to purchase her new primer. I do have her new foundation and I just hold on to my wanting to get another primer. No, I have too many primers already. Now for foundation, I almost picked up another shade in her foundation, and I tell you what, I may still do that, but for now I'm just gonna use this Louis Vuitton foundation. I have the shade 35 and 0. Today you'll see me using these dual-ended brushes from Gizop. They sent them to me. They look beautiful. They're very soft, so I'm very curious to try them out. I also picked up this concealer brush from this sale, so we'll put these to good use. I'm gonna get these dual-ended from them, and I mention what I'm using because I usually get questions, and sometimes when I'm editing I forget that I use something new and that I need to list it. So I apologize if I ever don't list something. Just ask me. I promise I'll add it later. I'm always like, I don't know, doing something. I'm always busy. If you didn't know this, I have 3 kids. I have 3 beautiful boys. They're the love of my life. It's incredible to think that I have 3 kids. I can't believe it. Sometimes when I say it out loud, I cannot believe it. And when people see me, they always look at me when they see me with the 3 of them out, right? They look at me and they're like, wow, firstly, she's a trooper. Secondly, how do you have 3 kids, It's so funny. That's a question that I get all the time because I don't know, I guess I have good genes. I do look a little good for my age, I guess. I don't know. Anywho's, let's conceal. We're gonna be trying Westman Atelier concealer finally, and I know some of you asked me to please review these, and I always thought this did not have enough coverage for me. I'm a concealer junkie and I need my coverage, so I said to the person, I don't think I'll pick it up. It doesn't have enough coverage. I like my full coverage concealers. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. But then I kept seeing reviews of people saying that it does. So this is a mix of skincare. It has hyaluronic acid. It is meant to be medium coverage, but it is a buildable medium coverage. I believe you get 12 months of life with this concealer. I picked up the shade M3. That's that. Let's use this concealer brush from Sephora collection. This is very similar. Oh, I like it. It's truly a finger. It's truly a finger to blend out your concealer. So nice. This brush was recommended from a Sephora employee. I have her on TikTok, and she used to be a manager at Sephora, and she gives very nice recommendations. So when she talked about this specific brush, I said, you know what, I need it. I mean, come on. This concealer is so good. I wore it all weekend. I really like it. I don't think I need to do a separate video because this is an older product. But I tell you here, this is a very nice hydrating concealer. It wears very nicely throughout the day. I have combination skin and I have wore it all over my face. Like I have spot conceal, you know, like the whole thing, and it's very, very nice. It lasted all day, you know, all over my face. It has very, very nice coverage. I like it. I really like it. Oh my god, this pimple is out of control. Let's just apply a little bit, even though this is a light shade. I don't know if I want to highlight my pimple, but I do want to add just a little bit more right here where I have the most, you know, darkness. And yeah, I really like this. Oh, sorry about that. Let me silence my phone. It looks very nice on blemishes. Like my blemishes didn't look like dry or anything, didn't emphasize anything. It was a very, very nice concealer, and I'm loving this brush, by the way. Gonna set. I need to set my under eyes quick. I don't want to waste any time. And I, on a second trip or third trip, I don't know which kind of trip, I picked up this. This came with me. I mentioned that I wasn't sure about the Huda Beauty powder. I picked up the Cherry Blossom shade, but you know what? I decided to go into store and return it and then get this one because this is talc free, and that's what I'm looking for. Sorry, there's a lot of powder flying. This is what I'm looking for. I need a talc free powder that I can use it all over my face like I used to use my Givenchy. So let's try this one from Laura Mercier. It's already creased the concealer because it's so creamy, so you wanna, you know, act quick. Ooh, it's very blurring. It's very good, and I love that. It's not extremely brightening. Like it gives some brightening under the eyes, but not too much. Like I don't want super bright under eyes for every day, right? This is so nice. Okay, and I'm really liking this dual under brush. It really did a good job on my foundation. These brushes are pretty affordable. I believe they're gonna give me a code or something. I'll try to link it if I can, but yeah. Okay, this powder is very nice. It is very natural. It is very matte, which I love because I love a matte powder, but it looks pretty good. I was gonna use this Huda Blonde Tour product, but I'm more excited for this, to be honest. This I also picked up in store, so this isn't anything new, but I love Westman Atelier in general. I have a lot of their products, and I never picked up this bronzer when they extended the bronzer range. This one is in the deepest shade that they have, and I mean, this packaging is just so glorious. Ooh, she's very nice, very deep, as you can see. It looks like a beautiful shade. So I am going to use this brush, which looks perfect. You get a tiny one on one end and then this on the other. So this is perfect for, yeah, for the nose. Oh, look at that. I only applied a little bit because this seems to be very pigmented. Let's begin on this side. Ooh, this is very pigmented. It has a beautiful tone. I'm gonna put a little bit on my eyelids. It is beautiful. So this is Westman powder. It looks so pretty. I love the color. It's a little red, a little bit, but just enough to give me, you know, depth. It's actually one that I could totally use a bronzer, you know, just blush and bronzer. It has a little bit of a glow, as you can see. Can you see that? Just a little bit. I also picked up these from Hourglass in the shade Craft. And I know I already said it everything. I hope these doesn't disrupt everything. But I have been loving and just craving berry blushes. That's all I want to wear. So on this set we get these two brushes, so I guess we're gonna have to use these for the blush, and I am really gonna work it here before I go on my face. And because this is one of the most pigmented, it's going to, you know, have a lot of pigment. Hourglass blush did not disappoint. It didn't matter. I had my foundation and powder. It's pigmented, please. It didn't matter. I got too comfy speaking. You know, it didn't matter. I have my foundation. Blum, 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 blum. So funny. Okay, I'm gonna pick up another brush. You can see that you have to pay attention when you're doing your makeup. Okay, I think we are okay now. Anyways, yeah, kinda. I took it too far high up, but I think with a little bit of my foundation, I will take a little bit of it. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna blend here because oh my god, this is so beautiful. I love this berry shade. And you see, it didn't matter. I had powder on. This will not disrupt your base, and it just looks so pretty. I'm back and I have two different eyeshadows on my eyelids because I just applied and reviewed Patrick Ta. These I also picked up during this sale. If you want to know my thoughts, this video will be up before the haul, so make sure to check that out. But this is both shades that I got, just still in the club. And do you know who I am? These are Ed. Pretty, they're so lovely. What do we think? Yeah, other than that, I think that's it. On my lips I did apply Vaseline from Dior, which I am loving. This is such a beautiful shade. It's very neutral but yet deep, and I feel like it goes with everything. And then I just applied Patrick Ta gloss in She's expensive. She's cute too. Talk final thoughts on the haul. I am loving the concealer. You can see that I'm all clumped up and the concealer is standing all by itself with no corrector. It looks beautiful. It didn't crease on me when I, you know, tried it all weekend. I wore it 3 times already. It looks very nice. It's not extremely blurring. It's not a blurring concealer like say Natasha Denona or Guerlain. This is a hydrating concealer. This is a concealer that you're gonna reach when your under eyes are like desperate for hydration, pretty much, to be honest. This is a hydrating concealer and you could tell. This is not a very perfecting concealer. Not to say that it's good or bad, it's just when I look at my under eyes, they don't look extra flawless, you know, like it doesn't give me that powdery effect. However, it's gonna depend on the powder that you applied at top. I gotta say that. So let me backtrack just a little bit, because on the weekend I did apply the concealer with Makeup by Mario's and I felt like it looked a little bit more flawless, I'm not gonna lie. Today we applied this one from Laura Mercier, and I'm gonna continue to test out this powder. I don't know, first impressions, I mean, it looks good, but I feel, now that I'm really thinking about it, that my under eye looked better when I applied this one from Mario. And I know he has a pink powder, but I wasn't sure. It was a little bit too brightening in store when I swatched it, so that's why I went with these. But again, I'm not gonna say this isn't a flawless, you know, powder, but what I'm trying to say is this powder didn't make my under eyes as flawless as the Makeup by Mario did. Now, Hourglass products are always a hit. The blush is stunning. You saw it didn't matter I had the powder. It doesn't matter. It will be beautiful, plumping and juicy always. I don't have a highlighter. It's just, you know, the glow that the blush will give you. Plus the Westman Atelier bronzer. I felt like the bronzer also gave a little bit of a dew, you know, to my complexion without being glowy. It was just, you know, just a dew. So both combined, I felt like it really sealed the deal for me. The bronzer is also stunning. And then I think that's it. I picked up the brush. I really like the brush, the Sephora brush. It was truly my finger applying the concealer. It felt a little bizarre, I'm not gonna lie, because I have this one from Rare Beauty, which I always also thought that it was hugging my under eye. Now there is a slight difference in them, and it's just, this is a little bit of a thicker finger and this is a little bit of a slimmer finger. So whenever I am blending up in here, I feel like this really fits my little area. Not that this doesn't fit, it fits, but it's just a little bit wider. But I don't know, I really like it. And that's it, friends. Those are my thoughts on new products that I picked up during this sale. I got so much more. Check out my haul if you wanted to know those. But this is what I wanted to try on my face for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you shopped the sale, if you want to see more in-depth reviews on any of the products that I mentioned today. Any comments, they're always welcome down below. Thank you, friends, for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you in my next one.